Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here today. My name is Heather Lloyd Martin, and I am CEO of SuccessWorks. Today, we are going to talk about how to write a top converting services page. If you've been following along the series, you'll know that we've talked about how to write a home page and elements that you should include on a products page. So today we're talking about services because this is important for both business to business and business to consumer sites. When you're thinking of business to consumer services, think plumber, hairdresser, nail salon, Pilates studio. These folks have websites. There might be a little bit of transaction going on the website, but pretty much what they want are for people to contact them. Same with business to business. Think copywriter, designer, consultant. Again, they might have a little bit of transaction going on their site. Maybe someone can say buy consultation hours online. But the main goal for services page are pretty much lead generation. That the person who has the website wants folks to visit the site, check the site out, say, wow, these folks look like they can really help me with what I need, and then pick up the phone and either call or they might send an email. So it's all about getting the lead. So like we've done with the previous videos, I wanted to talk about what's really good to have on the services page and what's not so hot. So the first thing, of course, is we've talked about before, those service-specific benefit statements. If you are a consultant, talk specifically about how you can help the folks you work with. Really dive deep into those benefits. What you want to avoid is that feature-oriented content because that's going to make you sound the same as everyone else, whether you are a plumber and you're selling your plumbing services or whether you are a high-end consultant and you're telling people what you can do for them. Whenever possible, specific landing pages for your main target audiences is wonderful. I've talked a lot about Constant Contact, the email platform company, and how they will have specific landing pages for real estate agents and salon and spas with vertical specific benefits. It's really well done. What you want to avoid is general services pages that aren't targeted. Whenever possible, you again want to tie back your writing into your customer persona and make sure that you really illustrate those benefits. You always want to write the right amount of content that clearly explains your offer. And this can vary depending on what you offer and what your writing style is. But what you want to avoid is writing skimpy copy because you think people should just call. And this is something I hear about a lot with business to business. And people won't just call. If they don't get some of their answers on their website, then they're not going to want to necessarily pick up the phone. You can lose the sale that way. So definitely clearly explain what you offer and then encourage the conversion. You want to include testimonials whenever possible. They are wonderful. However, you want to include testimonials with people's real names. I know a lot of folks will include them like NH out of Lake Oswego, but the problem with that is that they can look fake. So whenever possible, real names really help sell. Of course, highlighting your overarching company benefits is a very smart move on every single page. So you're not just selling the specific service on that page, but also talking about as a company how you help. What you want to avoid is not having benefit statements at all. And this is very common with a lot of technical oriented business to business companies. It's just the facts. And they figure that that's what their target audience wants to read. And that's true. They want to read the facts, but again, the facts presented in a way of here's how we can specifically help. Titles, as always, very important. You want to have those benefit statements in there. And you want to avoid having titles with really broad keywords. And I see this a lot, like marketing services or web design. It's not going to help you with the search engine. So whatever chance you possibly have to do that key phrase research, go back into it and find more specific key phrases that describe your product or service if that kind of sounded like you. And of course, the final one is naming the services with key phrase research in mind. And cool sounding service names aren't intuitively searchable. So if you offer this really cool service, make sure you're pairing it with something that people will know to search for as a keyword. So again, if you haven't done your key phrase research in a while or at all, this is a really good opportunity to dig back into that and see how you can start enhancing your site. So, well, how about the information you should have on your About Us pages? Should you have more than one describing even more cool things about your company? Well, we'll talk about that, but we'll talk about it next week. In the meantime, thank you very much. And of course, if you have any questions at all, or if your company is interested in training, please contact me, as well as you can get lots of freebie information on the SEO Copywriting blog. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care and have a wonderful day.